Foodie family, this video is dedicated to you guys. I know you love soups, stews, and sauces, especially on a cold day, or this one right here, you can keep it and use it any time of year. So I didn't script this video because I just thought it'd be better if I just ad-lib it. So I'm gonna go ahead and teach you guys how to make this hearty beef tips and mushroom gravy. Now here's your shopping list. You're gonna start off with some pearl onions. This is something that you can find at your local grocery store. I actually found that at Walmart. And then next, you're gonna use some smashed garlic, and then some fresh thyme, and some fresh rosemary. Now, if you're not able to find these fresh, the dry will do. Don't even stress it. Now next, you're gonna need that better than bouillon. This is for that body, for that flavor, for that richness, along with those cremini mushrooms. If you're not able to find the cremini, just use the button mushrooms. They definitely will work. And then next, you're gonna need that Cabernet Sauvignon. Pairs extremely well with beef. And then the gold standard of butter, Kerrygold butter. And then you're gonna need some soy sauce. I'm using a low sodium sauce version as well. And then that W sauce. Now, you might call it Worcestershire, I call it W. And then you're gonna need some cornstarch and some small diced onions. And then here's the star of the show, that beef chuck. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping things. First, if you're not following me, make sure you, number one, like, and then number two, subscribe. And then after that, for those who may wanna know, the full recipe will be in the description below. All right, let's get started. So now, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a pro level beef tips and mushroom gravy. So now, starting off with a large mixing bowl, just like you see me doing, you're gonna hit that with 1 tablespoon of some neutral flavor oil. I chose to use avocado oil, that's always my go-to, but use whichever one you like. And then next, you're gonna generously season this with salt and pepper. Now, the purpose of the oil is to help the seasoning stick to it, just in case you may have not known that. And now, we all know the old saying, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't season. But that is not what we're going for with this, all right? Because that brown sauce gonna have that 1-2 knockout punch, okay? So make sure you don't season it too much, but generously season it. Now next, we're gonna go ahead and make our slurry, which is just equal parts of water and cornstarch. And while you're doing this slurry, make sure you get your skillet on the stove, get it nice and hot, because after this, we're gonna go ahead and start working on our beef tips. So now, a little bit more of that neutral flavor oil. I just put about maybe 2 tablespoons in there. And into that hot skillet, you're gonna go ahead and get your beef tips in, and you're gonna spread them out inside of that nice hot skillet. Now, the goal right here is you wanna start browning your beef tips. So you don't have to cook them all till they brown, because you're gonna braise this. So braising it is basically having this at about a moderate, I would say about medium high temperature, maybe medium to medium high, because you don't want to cook it too fast. So once you get those beef tips in there, you can turn the fire down about medium to medium high, let them cook. And you're gonna cook these as you see me doing and moving them frequently until they are about 75% done. Mine took me about maybe close to 25 minutes to get it to this point, okay? Yours may take a little bit longer or less depending on your equipment that you're cooking with. So now, once you got them about 75% done, remove them from the pan. Save that oil, because you're gonna need that to go ahead and start making your brown sauce. Now get those onions in there. And as you can see, it didn't build fun, but it did get a lot of nice color on those beef tips. So now with those onions, you wanna cook them until they're about halfway to the halfway point of being caramelized, nice and brown. And then you're gonna go ahead and add in your mushrooms. So now we're building flavors. And this is where the body and the depth of that sauce is gonna come in at, right here. So don't rush, take your time through these processes. Remember, cooking is a labor of love, so don't complicate it, all right? So then next, we're gonna go in with those flavor builders. We're gonna hit that with that soy sauce. And this is gonna help with that richness, that body, that depth. You ever taste food and just feel like something is missing? Yeah, because they don't have that body, that richness, that depth. So we want to make sure we build in those flavors. And then with those smashed garlic, I'm gonna go ahead and get that in there now. And then next I'm going with my aromatics, which are my herbs. And this is gonna start pulling that sauce together. All of what you see me doing, just every step of the way, trust in the process, every step of the way. And then I'm going in with that red wine. And that red wine, you're gonna allow this to reduce and cook the alcohol out. So even if you don't drink, you're gonna cook the alcohol out. So you're not gonna be drinking technically. So get that red wine in there, mix it around. And then I'm coming right back with that beef base. Now, you could do one or two things. You could mix the beef base in a cup and already have it mixed with water. Or you could do like I did. I just added some in here and then I'm just gonna add my water and just keep it pushing. That's another way of keeping yourself from making a lot of dirty dishes as well. Now, with that W sauce, which is one of my favorites, which helps with that 1-2 knockout punch, and you cooking these mushrooms down. See, the sauce is nice and brown already. So now let's go ahead and remove all of these twigs from our aromatics. And then next, we're gonna go ahead and start thickening this up with the cornstarch. Give it a little mix first before you put it in there. And then next, you're gonna see it thicken up. So for me, I prefer mine to be on the thicker side. You all may not, but I like that richness, that body. And then at the same time, when I was making this dish, I noticed it got really, really dark with a lot of color, which is amazing because I didn't have to use none of that browning sauce. I'm not a fan of that stuff. I like to make my sauces like from scratch, make them nice and dark and rich like that, you know, like mama used to make, like grandma used to make. That's my thing. So now that I got this to the right consistency, which is what you're seeing right here, I'm going in with some water and I'm about to loosen it up a little bit. Yeah, just like you see me doing. It's game time. Like, you about to be showing off to your friends, to your family in a second. And if you don't care about that, you about to get a nice blanket while it's still cold outside before the weather transition, depending on where you at. And you about to be having a bowl of this very soon. Like, legit. So now, go ahead and hit this with a little bit more water, just like you saw me doing. And I'm working this until I get it to the right consistency. So if you want yours a little bit looser, add a little bit more water. If you want yours a little bit thicker, because I like mine thick, I mean, just follow what you see me doing. So now we got the water in there. We don't mix that around. And then you're going back in to put your beef tips in just before you put the heavy cream in. And I know I didn't show myself putting the beef tips in, but I put my beef tips back right before I put the heavy cream in. My bad, I didn't record that spot. I don't know what I was thinking. But now, you're gonna go ahead and get the heavy cream in, and that's gonna brighten it up just a pinch so it's not too dark. And then it's gonna also add some nice contrast with the color. Make it like that nice brown gravy. You know, when you go and get something like a nice good beef stew, that hearty flavor, yeah, it's gonna help with that. And add that creamy richness at the same time. Now taste it, you gotta taste it. And for me, that was perfect. I didn't even have to adjust the seasonings no more really after this, because I generously seasoned my beef up so much and I added that Better Than Bouillon beef. It seasoned it so well, I really didn't have to do anything else. And the flavor was crazy good. So now this is ready. I'm going in with my pearl onions, which I already peeled and trimmed and did all that in advance. And then after that, just give them a mix down, and you're gonna allow these pearl onions to cook until, you know, you got that rawness off of them, and that's it. And then next we go into the plate up. Foodie family, get ready to take a bow because you guys just made the most amazing beef tips and mushroom gravy. So now, get you some biscuits, go on and get you some cornbread or some nice soft pillowy dinner rolls, and then you're gonna take a nice hot spoon of that gravy and you're gonna run across the side of that dinner roll and get ready for that bite of delight after you don't show that thing off. Now, while you over there cleaning that gravy out the side of your mouth, check out the catalog of all of my videos, especially my gumbo collard green video, or run this one back. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace, and thank you for watching.